So good morning children, good morning all of you, and today we are going to study A Horse and Two Goats, which is written by R.K. Narayan, and this is the third video in which we are going to see what is happening in the story. Okay, so in the till the second video we have discussed about Muni, okay, the character of Muni and how he is meeting the foreigner. So that time children, the foreigner is wearing the khaki. So Muni is thinking that he can be a police officer. So because of this he is not running also. He is thinking that the police officer can shoot also, can arrest me also. But it is not like this. This is a very, we can say, this is very humorous, very funny, because the foreigner is not knowing which language. The foreigner is not knowing Tamil, and Muni is not knowing English. So they both are talking, sharing the common cigarette also. Okay. Then, so what happened finally? Finally, Muni thought that what I should do, I should start speaking all the Tamil word. Okay, so he started chanting the Tamil Kritam. He said, "Before God, sir, Bhagwan, who sees everything, I tell you, sir, that we know nothing of the case." So he started in Tamil speaking that before the God I am singing like this, but the person is not able to understand. If the murder was committed, whoever did it will not escape. So he is saying to the foreigner, if sir murder is happened, then who has done the murder? The person will not escape. Okay, but actually the murder is not done, and that person, the foreigner, he was showing the identity card or some card he was showing that he is coming from America, but he is thinking that he is showing the warrant and he is police officer and he wanted to arrest him. Okay, he wanted to arrest him. Bhagwan is all seeing. So what he is saying, Muni is saying? Muni is saying that God is seeing everything. Don't ask me about it. I know nothing. And then Muni is saying, you don't ask from me because I don't know anything. A body had been found mutilated and thrown under a tamarind tree at the border between Kritam and Kupam a few weeks before, giving rise to much gossip and speculation. So what happened? A body had been found mutilated. Mutilated means so many injury parts are there. Okay, so many injury parts are there, and thrown under the tamarind tree at the border between the Kritam and Kupam. So Kritam and Kupam, these are the names of the villages. So when this incident happened, this incident happened a few weeks before. So giving this rise to the much gossip. Gossip means when the people are talking in a very secret manner, okay, but together. And speculation. Speculation means thinking that what can happen in future or trying to know the reason. That is called speculation. Muni added an explanation. Anything is possible there. So what Muni is saying? Muni is saying that anything is possible. People over there will stop at nothing. So what the peoples are there, what the people will do? They will stop at nothing. So the peoples can talk anything. The foreigner nodded his head and listened courteously, though he understood nothing. So here children, what is happening? That the foreigner is not able to understand anything what the Muni is speaking in Tamil. But he is showing like he is understanding everything very focused and courteously, means with full heart he is listening, but understood nothing because that language he is not knowing. I am sure you know when this horse was made. said the red man and smiled ingratiatingly. So means with full heart, like the person who is liking you, like that he started smiling and he's saying, I'm sure you know when this horse was made. So the man, this foreigner, he was very much amazed by the horse. Okay. So how horse is spelling can be wrong. HORSE. And not only this was one art. So he was very much satisfied by the art. And in the village no one was admiring this art. So then Muni reacted to the relaxed atmosphere by smiling himself. See children, sometimes what used to happen, if the language was not able to understand, no, then also we can understand the atmosphere by the feeling. If someone is smiling, the person is liking you. If you are smiling back, means you also like the person, right? For example, if you are smiling at your brother and the brother is also smiling back at you, means you both are brother and sister are liking each other, right? So smiling is the thing, means you like the person. So that in interview, what used to happen, the people you want to see a smiling face, means you are a kind of person who likes each and everyone, right? So like this, he is also smiling back that everything is fine here. Please go away, sir. I know nothing. But then also he is completely saying that please go away, sir. Go away from here. I don't know anything. I promise we will hold him for you if we see any bad character around. And he is saying that if I will see the one who has done the murder, I will catch him, okay, if we will found any bad character around us. And we will bury him up to his neck in a coconut pit if he tries to escape. And if he tries to escape, what we all will do? We will bury him inside, deep inside the coconut pit. Only head will be outside, so he cannot escape. But our village has always had a clean record. So after speaking this much thing, what he is saying, that our village is having a very good and clean record. The meaning is, our village, this type of cases are not happening. Must definitely to be the other village. So must be you are searching a person who is belonging from other village. Now the red man implored, please, I will speak slowly, please try to understand me. But the red man, he was not talking about any murder case, right? So what the red man was talking, children? The red man was talking about the horse. How it was built, when it was very nice architecture, okay. So he was saying, please, I will speak slowly, please try to understand me, okay. Can't you understand even a simple word of English? So now this American person, he understood that this man is not able to understand any word, whatever I am speaking. So he said that can't you understand a single word also of English? Everyone in this country seems to know English. And then he said that in this country everyone seems to know English. I have gotten along with English everywhere in this country, but you don't speak it. He is saying that in India, when he came, many places he got many people, those who are speaking in English, but you are not speaking. Have you any religious or spiritual scruples against English speech? So he is saying that is your religion or is your any thought or belief is there who is stopping you to speak English or to learn English? Any problem is there? Muni made some indistinct sound in his throat and shook his head. So some sound he made in his throat because he was not able to understand only, and he shook his head. Encouraged, the other went on to explain at length. So encouraging the other person that you go on speaking because nothing I am understanding. Right? uttering each syllable with care and deliberation. So uttering each syllable with care and deliberation, listening everything. Presenting, he sided over and took a seat beside the old man. Then he is taking the seat beside the old man, explaining, you see, last August we probably had the hottest summer in history. And I was working in shirt sleeve in my office on the 14th floor of Empire State Building. So the American, he started saying something. At last August, it was very hot day. That day was 14th floor. Okay, so 14th floor. In Patna, we don't have 14th floor, right? So in 14th floor of the Empire State Building, he was working. We had a power failure one day, and that day power failure, electricity was not there. You know, and there I was stuck for 4 hours. And 4 hours he was stuck in a place when there was too much hot and no electricity, no elevator, no air conditioning. So lift was also not there because electricity failure. Lift was there but not working. And no air conditioning, no AC was there. All the way in the train I kept thinking, and the minute I reached home in Connect a ticket, I told my wife Ruth, we will visit India this winter. So what happened? When this much problem he faced, no, he went to his wife and said that we will visit India this coming winter. It is time to look at other civilization. And he said that why we came to India? We came to India to see how the peoples of different civilization are living. We wanted to know their lifestyle. Next day, she called the travel agent first thing and told him to fix it. And so here I am. And he saying that next day the travel agent was arranged, and so here I am. Ruth came with me but is staying back at Srinagar. So she is also with me only. We both came to India, but where she is now in Srinagar. And I am the one doing the rounds and joining her later. So he is saying that I will visit some more places and then I will join her later. Moni looked reflective at the end of this long oration and said rather feebly, yes, no, as a concession to the other's language. So Muni is looking this long speech completely, and then the Muni is saying finally yes, no, because he was not knowing English language. And this was looking that someone is giving concession, discount at the other language, and went on in Tamil. When I was this high, he indicated a foot high. So now he started speaking in Tamil. I had heard my uncle say. So now he started speaking in Tamil his own thing, showing the foot. No one can tell what he was planning to say, as the other interrupted him at this stage to ask, boy, what is the secret of your teeth? How old are you? So he only interrupted and asked, what is the secret of your teeth? How old are you? So Moni forget what he had started to say and remark. Sometimes we lose our cattle. Cattle means the pet animals, what they are having, like the goat, okay, buffalo. Jackals or cheetah may sometimes carry them off. So sometimes what is happening, jackal or cheetah is carrying them off. But sometimes it is just theft from over in the next village. But what is happening? Sometimes in the next village, the people are stealing. And then we will know who has done it. And he is saying that we are knowing also who has taken our goat, our cattle. Our priest at the temple can see in the camphor flame. So camphor flame means the candle is lit, and in the flame, our priest is able to see that who is the thief. And when he is caught, he gestured with his hand a perfect mincing of meat. So whenever the person is caught, no, because of the hand movement, we are able to understand understand that this person has only eaten the meat. The American washed his hand intently and said, I know what you mean. Chop something. So like this he was doing, so he said, I understood what you mean. You mean chop something. So chop means you are cutting something. Maybe I am holding you up and you want to chop food. So he is saying that, okay, I understood. Muni, I understood that you wanted to work for me. You want to cut the wood. Where is your axe? So he is saying that where your axe is there. If you are a wood cutter, you must have the axe. Hand it to me and show me what to chop. I do enjoy it. You know, just a hobby. We get a lot of driftwood along the backwater near my house. So he is saying that as hobby, I know to do the chopping also, and he started saying that on Sunday I do nothing but chop wood for the fireplace. So on Sunday I used to cut the woods so that we can have the fire. I really feel different when I watch the fire in the fireplace. And he said that I used to feel good, different, okay, high, whenever I used to see the fire in the fireplace. Although it may take all the sections of the Sunday New York Times to get a fire started. So the Sunday New York Times, all the news in this much time they can speak. So that much time it is taking to start the fire only. Because first I have to cut the wood, collect the wood, and then I have to do this. And he smiled at this reference. Reference, he smiled means yes. So he misunderstood this. The foreigner here, he misunderstood this. He is thinking that because of the hand movement of Muni, he is saying that he wants to chop, but the thing is not like this. Then Muni felt totally confused, but decided the best thing would be to make an attempt to get away from this place. So Muni, he became very much confused that what I am saying, what he is understanding, what he is saying, what I am understanding. So he said that better I should leave this place, okay, so that I can understand what he wants. He tried to edge out saying, must go home, and turned to go. The other seized his shoulder and said despairingly, is there no one, absolutely no one here to translate for me? So when he started going, no, he is catching the shoulder and saying that, is there no one who can translate for me? Means I will speak and he will translate in the Tamil so that you can understand what I want to say. He looked up and down the road which was deserted in this hot afternoon. Deserted means no one was present there. In hot afternoon, no one was present there. The stranger almost pinioned Muni's back to the statue and asked, is it this statue yours? Then he is asking that this statue of course is yours. Why don't you sell it to me? And he is saying that why you are not selling this statue to me only? The old man now understood the reference to the horse. Now Muni is able to understand that what he is talking about. Thought for a second and said in his own language, I was an urchin this high when I heard my grandfather explain this horse and warrior. So he is saying that my grandfather has explained the story of this horse and the warrior, okay? And my grandfather himself was this high when he heard his grandfather, whose grandfather? So he is saying this, the story I have listened from my grandfather, and my grandfather has listened the story from his grandfather, and his grandfather has listened. So till then he was stopped. The man interrupted and said, I don't want to seem to have stopped here for nothing. I will offer you a good price for this. And he is saying, I will give you a very good price for this horse, indicating the horse. He had concluded without the least doubt that Muni owned this mud horse. So what this is, foreigner is thinking that this mud horse, Muni is only the owner. So he is ready to give the prices, okay, money. He had concluded without the least that Muni owned this mud horse. Perhaps he guessed by the way he sat on its pedestal. So how he guessed? Maybe because of the pedestal, the where we walk by the field. How he was sitting? No, carelessly. So he is thinking that he is only the owner of this statue. Like other souvenir sellers in this country presiding over their wares. So he was sitting like how other peoples are sitting in front of their shops, no? Like that he is sitting in front of this statue. So this must be belonging to him. Moni followed the man's eyes and pointing fingers and dimly understood the subject matter and feeling revealed that the theme of the mutilated body had been abandoned at least for the time being, said again enthusiastically. So now by his body language Muni was able to understand that now the theme is changed. Now the body, okay, dead body, mutilated dead body, so many spots are there on the body, that theme is now, okay, suspended. I was this high when my grandfather told me about this horse. So he's saying that I was this much height when my grandfather told me, or I was this much young when my grandfather told me, and the warrior. And my grandfather was this high when he himself, so then dot 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 is there. The Tamil that Munni spoke was stimulating. So stimulating even as pure sound, and the foreigner listened with fascination. Stimulating means that much nicely he was speaking, no means you want to talk. Okay. Stimulating. I wish I had my tape recorder here, he said, assuming the pleasant expression. So he is saying that I wish I had my tape recorder, so I can record your voice. Your language sounds wonderful, and what you are speaking, Tamil language, that sounds wonderful. I get a kick out of every word you utter here. And he is saying, whatever the word you are speaking, I am feeling very good. See children, if anyone is speaking different language in front of you, you will start laughing. You will feel good. So like that only this person is speaking. He indicated his ears, but you don't have to waste your breath in sales talk. So he is saying that don't waste your breath in the sales talk. I appreciate the article. You don't have to explain its point. He is saying that I understood that this horse is yours. Don't explain much. I want to buy this. So much confusion is there, children. And why the confusion is there? Because two peoples are there and both are not knowing each other's language. So the problem is there. Two peoples are there and both are not knowing each one's language. So one is talking something different, another one is thinking something different. So why he is thinking like that only? So they are guessing. Okay, they are guessing from the body language, and whatever is coming in their mind, that only they are thinking. I never went to a school. In those days only Brahmins went to schools, and he said that I never went to school. In those days only the Brahmins went to school, but we had to go out and work in the field morning till night, and we were asked to go in the field to work morning till night, from sowing to harvest time. So this is the story of Muni, and he started explaining his story to whom? He started explaining his story to this foreigner. And when Pongal came, so Pongal is a festival in the South India, very famous. We had cut the harvest. So at the time of Pongal, they were allowed to cut the harvest, means the crops. My father allowed me to go out and play with others at the time. And that day father was giving permission that today you can go out, you can play with the play at the time. So I don't know the Parangi language you speak. So he is saying that because I never went to school, so I don't know this English or Parangi language. Even little fellows in your country probably speak the Parangi language. So maybe in your country, small children are also speaking which language? English language. But here only learned men and officer know it. So he is saying that in our country, Only the learned men and officers are knowing this language English, but your country, even the illiterate and even the small children are also speaking English. Second paragraph. The foreigner laughed heartily. By listening this, what happened? Foreigner, he laughed heartily, full heart, took out another cigarette, and that time he is taking out one more cigarette and offered it to Muni, and given to whom? Given to Muni, who now smoked with ease, and both they started smoking with ease, means without any difficulty, deciding to stay on if the fellow was going to be so good as to keep up his cigarette supply. So he was thinking that the person is very good because he keeps his cigarette supply. Means continuously he is providing me the cigarette. Okay. The American now stood up on the pedestal in the attitude of a demonstrative lecturer and said. So now American was standing on the pedestal and like the lecturer he was going to now explain that now you have to understand one thing. Running his finger along some of the carved decoration around the horse neck. So some of the carved decoration amongst the horse neck he was taking hand and saying, speaking slowly and uttering his words syllable by syllable. I could give a sales talk for this better than anyone else. And he was saying that I can give you better than anyone will give for this horse. This is a marvelous combination of yellow and indigo, thou faded now. So now the color is faded, but then also this is a marvelous combination of indigo and yellow color. How do you people of this country achieve these flaming colors? So how you people are able to have this type of colors and you are able to color also? Muni now assured that the subject was still the horse and not the dead body. So Muni one more time he become assured that the subject is still the horse and not the dead body. This is our guardian. It means death to our adversaries. And he said that this is our guardian. Okay, this horse is our guardian. And the meaning of this is death of our all problems. At the end of Kali Yuga, this world and all other worlds will be destroyed. So he is saying that at the end of the Kali Yuga, what will happen? The whole world, including this world, will destroy. And the Redeemer will come in the shape of a horse called Kalki. So Redeemer means the one who will save everyone, all the humanity, will come in the shape of a horse. So he will come in the shape of a horse, means he will look like a horse, whose name will be Kalki. This horse will come to life and gallop and trample down all bad men. And this horse will become to life and this horse will kill all the bad men, evil peoples, okay? While he was brooding on this pleasant vision, the foreigner utilized the pause to say. So when he was saying this pleasant vision that what is going to happen in the future, that all the bad peoples at the end of the Kali they are going to die. So that time he is saying to pause. I assure you that this will have the best home in the USA. So he is saying that this will have the best home in the USA. Means this horse I will keep in the best home. In the USA I will care. I will push away the bookcase. You know I love books and am a member of 5 book clubs. And the choice and bonus volumes mount up to a pile really in our living room, as high as this horse itself. So he is saying that I will make the space also for this horse. I will move my bookshelf. I am the member of a book club, 5 book clubs also, and huge number of books I am having in my house. But they will have to go. Ruth may disapprove. So my wife can say no, but I will convince. Muni continued his description of the end of the world. So Muni is talking about the end of the world and he wanted to buy this horse. Okay, and like this the conversation is going on. Then what Muni is saying, our Pandit discoursed at the temple once how the oceans are going to close over the earth. So he is saying that what our Pandit is saying, that the oceans will come very close in this earth and a huge wave and swallow us. And one day what will happen? One wave will come and this wave, every part of the earth will come, all the peoples will be drawn. This horse will grow bigger than the biggest wave and carry on its back only the good people. So what will happen? This horse it will become very big and it will carry only the good peoples at the back, rest all will die. Kick into the floods the evil ones, and bad peoples, what will happen? The bad peoples, this horse will only kick. Plenty of them about, he said reflectively. And he said that plenty of the bad peoples, they are going to die. Do you know when it is going to happen? He asked. And now he is asking from the foreigner only, do you know when the Kalip is going to end, these things are going to happen? When? The foreigner now understood by the tone of the other that a question was being asked and said, I am not a millionaire but a modest businessman. My trade is coffee. So he thought that he is asking something related to money. So he said that I am not a millionaire, the one who is having million rupees. He said that but I am a good businessman. Good business I am doing. My trade is coffee, so I deal in coffee. So coffee plant, maybe he is buying from India or China and he is selling in the European country. So that type of business he is doing. Maybe amidst all this wilderness of obscure sound, Muni caught the word coffee and said, if you want to drink coffee, drive further up. So only one word he was able to understand, coffee. So he said that if you want to drink coffee, you have to go some more further. In the next town, they have Friday market and there they open coffee hotels. So I learned from passers-by. He is saying that from passer-by, those who are going by foot, from them only I have learned this much things. Okay. The foreigner said, I repeat, I am not a millionaire. So anyone is buying, bro. Anyone is buying. Indian is buying, foreigner is buying. So they will say one thing common, I am not a rich person, but I want to buy this. Right? Okay. So anyone is saying this, that I am a very rich person, I want to buy this, I don't want discount, sell me this product at the highest price. What the price is? 100 rupees? No, take 500 rupees. Anyone is saying this? Only in the movies and some of the stories you can read like this, but in reality this type of things are not happening. Because the people's why peoples want to buy the things at the cheapest rate, and the company wants to sell the things at the highest rate. So MRP is there, maximum retail price. And do you know, children, what is the most difficult work in this world? The most difficult work in this world is to take out the money from others' pocket. To take out the money from our pocket is easy, but to take out the money from others' pocket is the world's difficult work. So you used to study this much that you should become someone good in your life and you should earn easily. Then, so he is saying that I am not a millionaire. And then let me search where I was teaching. We cannot afford to buy more than 60 minutes of TV time in a month. So he is saying that in 1 month, not more than 60 minutes of time we are able to buy the TV subscription it is, which works out to 2 minutes a day, that's all. Although in the course of time we will maybe sponsor a 1 hour show regularly if our sales graph continues to go up. So he saying that if our graph goes up, maybe 1 hour show every day we can watch. So that time TV was not this much common, children. Okay, rarely TV were there, and the people used to gather, crowd used to come to watch the television. That much craze was there. So that time having the telecast and these things was very costly. Then the visitor, feeling that he had spent too much time already, said, "Tell me, will you accept 100 rupees or not for the horse?" So now he started thinking that much time I have spent. So he started speaking that 100 rupees is enough or you want more? I had loved to take the whiskered soldier also, but no space for him this year. He is saying that with the horse I want to take the soldier also, but for the soldier no space is there, so horse only I will take. I will have to cancel my air ticket and take a boat home, I suppose. And he is saying that if I will take this horse, no, then I cannot go back to America with this horse in the plane. Then I have to go with the boat, ship. Ruth can go by air if she likes, and if Ruth want to go by air, she can go. But I will go with the horse and keep him in my cabin all the way if necessary. And I will keep this in my cabin only. In my office, it is, he is saying, okay, means much importance he is giving. So cabin, it used to be the closed area, right? And he smiled at the picture of himself wading across the seas, hugging this horse. And he is smiling at the picture by thinking that he is having the sea journey, and there that time he is having the this one also. Who? Horse. He added, I will have to pad it with straw so that it does not break. And he is saying that all side what I will do, I will pad this with the help of straw so that it does not break. It should not break also. I have my station wagon as you see. He is saying that further my station is here. I can push the seat back and take the horse in if you will just lend me a hand with it. So he is saying that if you little bit help me, I can keep this horse in my in my four-wheeler. Lend me a hand and I can lift off the horse from its pedestal after picking out the cement at the joint. So he is saying that after picking out the cement at the joint, I can take this. We can do anything if we have a basis of understanding. And he is saying that what we can do any work if we are having the basis of understanding, if we are able to understand. At this stage, the mutual mystification was complete, and there was no need even to carry on a guessing game at the meaning of words. So mutual mystification means he is understanding his own story and he is understanding his own story. Muni and the foreigner both. So now no need of guessing also. The old man chatted away in a spirit of balancing of the credits and debits of conversational exchange. So now he wanted to balance what I have given, what I have taken, the words, and said in order to be on the credit side, "O honorable one, I hope God has blessed you with numerous progeny." So he is saying that maybe by birth you are getting so much things from the God. You are blessed one. I say this because you seem to be a good man. And he is saying that simply I am not saying, I am saying this because you are a good man. Willing to stay beside an old man and talk to him. And then he is saying, willing to stay beside an old man and talk to him because you are talking to one old man. You are interested in old man. While all day I have none to talk to except when somebody stops by to ask for a piece of tobacco. So he is saying that whole day no one is talking with me. Only someone used to stop and they used to ask for tobacco. That time only they are talking with me. but I seldom have it. Seldom means rarely, means I am never having the tobacco also, like this he is saying. Tobacco is not what it is used to be at one time. So he is saying that tobacco is not that what it was one time, and I had given up chewing. So he is saying that I don't have now the habit of having tobacco. I cannot afford it nowadays. So he is saying that nowadays what I can do? I cannot even afford it, because he is not working and not having the money. Okay, so I hope children you all are understanding this. Okay, so we will see in the next video that what is happening with the Muni and what is happening with the foreigner. So keep studying. Thank you all. Have a good day.